What's up, guys? Welcome to Wednesday's Quarantine WOD. Today, everybody's doing the same thing because it's kind of like a Murph Prep today. Here's what we got. Warm-up wise, you're going to start with 3 rounds, 5 long lunges, so just taking a little bit of an extra step with a shift forward and then backwards. All right, trying to warm up the ankles in particular, and then the hamstrings on the back side of that. And you're going to hold each of those positions for 5 seconds every single rep. So it's going to take a little bit to do 5 reps per side of that. Then you go into 5 push-up tees, so push up into a side plank basically, and then 5 per side. You can do it alternating and do 10 total. Then you go into a 30-second pull drill to kind of warm up that running. Remember, stabilize, pull with the hamstring, foot directly underneath the hip the whole time. All right, try to relax your ankle if you can. Then you go into the build. Today's build is going to be a unilateral thing. We've got 3 rounds for quality of 20 pistols and 20 single leg deadlifts. That equates to 10 per side on each of those movements. Today I want people to work on alternating unless you're working on skill development, in which case I want you to stick with all 10 on one side, then all 10 on the other side. For pistols, scaling, sitting down, standing up on your couch on one leg. That would be a great scale. All right. Otherwise, whatever you want to improvise with is totally fine. But basically, you're going to be on one leg, sitting down to a height, and then getting up. Whether you're doing full range of motion, partial range of motion, just make it challenging for 10. All right. Focus on controlling the knee. We want the knee to track out over the pinky toe as you descend into that position. If you lack control, you're likely going to produce a weaker area around the knee, which means in other faster movements, it's likely that it could tear or break something down. All right, so really focus on knee control. If you lack knee control in the range of motion you're doing it at, scale the range of motion 100%. Right? And then you go into the single leg deadlifts. You guys know how to do those. Keep the back really flat. Make sure the hamstrings are loaded. A little trick for keeping your balance is try to actually think about pushing your hips back just like a regular deadlift. And that helps you displace your weight correctly, more smoothly anyway. All right, then we go into our Murph Prep today. You're going to begin the workout with 800-meter run. Then when you come back, you do 3 rounds of 50 push-ups and 100 air squats. Remember to keep your push-ups full range of motion. Chest touches the ground every single rep. All right? Break that 50 up as needed, but you have to do all 50 before you move on to the next movement, which is the 100 air squats. Air squats, make sure that you're going full range of motion there. With long distance bodyweight movements in a workout like this, it's very common for people to get complacent and start to cheat the range of motion for a faster time. Remember that your purpose for working out is not to get a good time. Your purpose for working out is to get great, healthy musculoskeletal structure, okay? Which means full range of motion, full muscle contractions, that sort of thing. Always be thinking about the muscles that you want to be working. Try not to let your mind wander today, all right? After you do your 3 rounds, you go back into an 800-meter run, and that's how you finish. So you've ran a total of a mile, and you've done 3 rounds, which is 300 air squats and 150 push-ups. This will probably leave most of you pretty sore, but that's what's going to prepare you for Murph really well. Cool down wise, 3 rounds of 10 Jefferson curls. We're basically just trying to take your spine, your vertebrae, through full range of motion and get every vertebrae involved in that, and then go as slowly as you need for control. And then you go into a 30-second twisted cross on each side. All right, the twisted cross is just kind of stretch out that pec minor. If you reach up a little higher, it's going to be more pec minor, which is usually what's more tight for people, especially after push-ups because the shoulder dumps forward like this for a lot of people. Otherwise, straight out will hit more of the main pec area. If you guys have any questions at all, feel free to leave them below.